Thank you. Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Gran Turismo Sport. I don't remember what the race is called that we're doing, but it does involve the Nissan GTR. I actually don't even know how many races there are in this one. We need to get a lot more mileage points, too. Okay. So it's just a Nissan GTR Cup. 5 races, that's a lot better than our last 7. We have to have sports soft tires. Oh, I didn't think you could use this car on it. I'm going to go with the one that I already set up because it has the most horsepower, and I like the look of this one, and I really like the look of the black one with the red trim. But I might use that in a later video. But I set up the car on the Nürburgring, which I actually might have to change some settings with it, because I think I used it on the special stage route X, because I saw someone that had one that was insanely fast. I don't know how it was. We could probably... I usually have it set about there, or right about there, where you see how it has the 27 at the top of the screen. That's usually a good place, so you still get good acceleration and stuff. But I think I'm going to turn it up, like, right to the middle. And that should be the only thing like, on this game, compared to Gran Turismo 5 and 6, they had a lot more options to adjust stuff. Like, on here, it's just the transmission and suspension. Well, and differential, I guess. I hate that thump. One issue with this car that I did notice is it doesn't handle nearly as good as the... I believe it's the B-spec ones or something like that. I might be completely off. Or the GTR 3. Or GR3. I don't remember what they're called in this game. I think it's GR3 spec. That this car is just amazingly good at sticking to the track. Already up to first. And sliding and hitting walls. Okay. That's wonderful. Like, there's just something about the stock version of this that's misleading with how much grip it has. But they sure do fucking accelerate like a bitch. They go fucking quick. Come on. Now we can really jam it for a little bit. I hate this turn up here too. It's very misleading. You have to hit the brakes very early, or you're not going to make the turn. And this is a pretty... this is probably one of the best handling cars with the traction control completely off, because it is four-wheel drive, but it just handles very well with no traction control whatsoever. This is probably going to be the fastest straight on the entire track. It's just a 2-lapper. Thump. It's always just that one spot. Oh, too quick. It's okay. It's my first race of the day. I usually do pretty bad on, like, the first 2 races because I have to get used to, one, the car, and I haven't played the game in a week. So, I have to get used to, like, every car in this game definitely handles much differently than the last. Like, last episode, I was surprised at how well that 1970 Challenger did. Because it was just, I was so happy using that car the whole time. But there's some cars that are just weird. Like, that one normally handles like garbage. But it did very well the other day after I got a little more used to it. Because some games, like The Crew, it is very, very easy to go from one car to the next. Because that has more of an arcade driving feel to it than this does. Like this game, if you're gonna do drifting, you need, like, genuine skill at drifting. Because this is, like, the only game that I've never been able to drift good on. Like, I could build the perfect car, but once I go to try to drift it, it's weird. But sometimes I do pick cars that are not what you would normally want for drifting. Like, I'll obviously pick rear-wheel drive, but I'll pick something with massive amounts of horsepower, which you really don't need that much to be able to do them. Okay. 420 mileage points from that one race. Huh. Okay. On to the second race. This is a fairly just round track. There's not very many turns to it or anything. I was originally thinking of getting an old GTR, but then I decided, no, I want something. Oh my sweet baby cheeses. See, like, I did this track with I believe I did it with the Ford Raptor and the Dodge Challenger, and I didn't slide off of that turn that bad. Like, this car feels like it has a shit ton of grip, but then when you go around a turn, you just lose it all. Oh, this is 5 laps. I did hit that wall before, so we definitely need to hit the brakes more. I think they're locking up on me, though. And when your brakes lock up on you, you just slide further than you normally would. But I'll get their asses right up on a straight. See you, bitch. I might wanna... Traction control's good where it's at, but I think we need more front braking. Just a little more. Dum-dum. See, he did what I did. But I'm allowed to call him dumb for it because I too did it. Oh yeah. The front brakes feel a lot better when you turn them up just a tiny bit more. Get it going as quick as possible up until we have to do that transition. Yeah, still a little bit of sliding going on, but we're definitely stopping earlier. Get out here, you don't even need a brake for this turn. Just cut it. Yeah, this should be a pretty quick track, only being 5 laps. We're already on our 3rd. About to be on our 4th. Slow it down a bit. Don't go too quick now, you can floor it for just a little bit. Start slowing down to make this turn. Oh, we went a little wide. That's okay. We want to transition over on the left side so we can get that, hit that apex for this turn. I didn't quite hit it, but we still made the turn pretty good. There's some turns like that where if you don't hit the apex, you're gonna hit the next wall. That's why it's important to start moving over a little earlier. I don't even think I showed any of third person on here yet. Oh, why am I even touching the brakes? There's no reason I should have touched the brakes at all around that turn. Gotta feather the throttle a little bit to get around those. And cross the line. There we go. 2 wins in a row. I don't think we're going to be losing any on here because our cars, I would have to say, quite a bit OP than the other cars, which it really... I probably should have picked an older GTR than this. Just to make things a little more fair, or probably kept this closer to stock. I do know this track. This is one of the most raced tracks that I've done. Not, that's kind of a lie, because most of the time I play on the Nürburgring, but this one outside of online, this is probably my most raced one. So I think, being that I've raced this track quite a bit, it should be fairly easy for us. I'd like to start doing where I do third person at least the last lap. I don't know, because some people like watching other people drive in third person, but I like the first person in this game a lot. Like GTA 5. Wow. Right off. I bet it's because of the sports tires, because I normally never use sports tires, which most of these races are what they make you use. You gonna go, bud? Trying to... See, games like this where you build your own car, I feel like I'm just so much better at building cars than I am driving them. Because I can get a car to go fucking quick. Fuck. Thank you. God, I'm doing terrible. Trying to get some... Why does it change that every time? I had to put -1 again on my braking. Must be the dips in these turns or something, because I'm hitting the brakes. I would like to think I'm hitting the brakes early enough. Might have my suspension too hard, and those dips might be getting me up on 3 wheels, so I'm not getting my full braking. A little drifting. Yeehaw. Gonna turn the traction completely off. Have a little fun while we're doing these. See, like, I had the traction off and I floored it there and it didn't want to let out on me. Not like there. Trying to get, like, nice, like, a little bit of fun drifts going on here, but it's not. It's probably because the 4-wheel drive just keeps you planted a little too well. Because when you try to floor it on here, it gives it a lot of understeer for some reason. We're getting them going a little better now. As long as you get the understeer part figured out. Love seeing my car on the map going that fucking quick. Oh, braked a little late there. I knew that, like, immediately. Feel like I'm messing around a lot more on this lap. Try to add a little more excitement to this car. Getting that feeling of understeer is a bit unsettling. Oh, it's not where I wanted to go. We're still gonna win though. Good deal. On to the 3rd race? No, 4th. On to the 4th race. For this one, I'm going to try to keep it a little more legit and less messing around. Like, I wanted to try to get some drifts and stuff in the last race. Is that still... Okay, sorry. I was getting stuff settled up. Now we start serious driving. I think the problem is that this car has so much behind it that it gets me wanting to go way faster than it really should be going at certain spots on the tracks. So I'm going to try to keep myself a little bit under control. Three laps. Okay, so this shouldn't be a problem. I have driven on different layouts of this track before. And I'm not really that good at this track. The only track that I feel like I'm actually really good at is the Laguna Seca track, the Mazda Raceway. I think I've just played on that one so much, and I know all the turns, which is like the biggest part of the battle. You're like, yeah, you can drive, but you have to get to know what. Come on, bud. You gotta know a track like by heart and know every turn that's gonna come up. Because when I'm racing on here, I hardly look at the mini map. I really do, unless I'm on a straight. Like right now, I'll look at it. But other than that, there's no real time to be doing that when you're racing. Fuck up that turn again. Yep. Might have to turn my brake sensitivity up to like 30. I think I have it at 20 right now. But it doesn't feel like they're locking up much, so I do think I could turn the brakes up just a little bit more. Why you no slowy? I need to slow myself down, jeez. Like, when I have a fast car, all I want to do is just go fast with it. Like, I always try to go as fast as possible till I get to the next turn. What was that shit? Probably my shit driving. Gonna fuck up the turn again. Nope. Got a nice little drift. Thought I was gonna hit something, but I didn't. This is our final lap. Have to go a little slow there. Quick here, slow, 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 slow. Wonder why? It feels like my tires are wearing, but the wear's not even on right now. Maybe I just swung it a little too hard. That's probably it. Brake really early, 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 early. Very good. Get on the gas. Brakes early, 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 early. Hit that, hit that. Not exactly the way that it's intended, but I still got through there. There we go, and we won our 4th race. 4 in a row. Doing good as far as staying in first place and winning. See, I feel like a lot of my problem is, like, I'm working this out now. Because if you've seen some of my past videos, I was not as bad as I'm doing right now. Like, this is genuinely, like, terrible driving. I think it's... the car's just so misleading to the way I drive that I'm like, okay, you can go fast, fast, fast. And when it gets to a turn, it's just not letting me brake hard enough to get the car slowed down. I think that's the big issue, and I'm not good at determining when to brake. That's why I have that little, the brake icon thing up. But I do think, let's go to our, oh shit. It is at 30. That's accelerate, or no. Do 30 and 30, okay. So our acceleration's up, but not our braking, which is probably a problem. Do I know this track? To the left. To the left. To the left. To the right. Okay, it's braking a little bit better. As far as that first turn. But I definitely think I need to calm down a little bit more once I get to first place. I don't think I need to push it as hard as I've been. Oh, bumped into someone. One thing I am learning, though, is setting up your car on the Nürburgring. Ah, fuck me sideways. Okay, we're back on the track. Setting up your cars on the Nürburgring don't really help. I should start setting them up on some kind of track like this. Like, especially the suspension, because Jesus Christ. I barely even touched the suspension. I need to start doing better racing lines, because I'm fucking up all over the place. It's terrible when you know how to do the stuff, but you just ignore it subconsciously for some reason. Like, yeah, I can make a turn, no problem. On the brakes hard, probably going a little too early with that. Around, hit that apex. Come out on the other side. There, gotta get on to the right. Slow down. Move over to the left, not early enough. We still did make the turn though. Try to stay on the inside. Move out, move in again. Get over to the right. Slow down. I'm not slowing down enough. Get on the left side. Try to hit the inside. Get on the left side. Fucked out that turn 2 times. I honestly don't think I ever did this track. This is very new to me, except for, I think I've done this track but in a different configuration. Maybe, no, it wouldn't have been reverse. Fucking understeer. Gonna go like a couple seconds into when I should already be braking. Maybe I could hit these inner and outer apexes better in third person? Once again, did not pay attention to the fucking brake thing that I'm supposed to be looking at. On this fucking alien racetrack. I feel like if I did race this track, it was... You cannot make that turn with the braking time that they tell you. It is impossible. And the apexes are odd on this one because they're really, really far apart. Please turn. Turning this thing as fucking hard as it can go. Okay. I'm just getting a little annoyed with myself because I know how to do this shit. But it's, fucking up a lot. Okay, let's go see what car we're going to get for the daily challenge, and then see what the next race is for next Monday. Okay, what did we get for our daily workout? I already own 2 of those cars, I believe. I'd like that Mercedes at the back. Oh, no, I didn't own that one. Okay. Thought I did. Oh, the fucking Tomahawk, boy! That's gonna be a fast motherfucker. Okay, let's see what... I think it's a French championship or something like that. Competition de France. French cars only, 295 horsepower max. I don't know if I own any French cars. Let's actually go look and see what French cars. Yeah. France. I didn't know Peugeot was French or Citroen. Alpine. I do own one, and that was the car I was looking at getting. I saw this one on the Grand Tour a couple days ago. I don't know. I don't like Citroen. As far as I know, there's like no Citroen cars that I can think of that I like. And this would be the only one I could use anyway, because those other 3 are way fucking expensive and OP. And we need something, what, 295 horsepower it said? So I might... Peugeot's probably not going to have anything cool or nice looking. No. I don't like Peugeot. Renault Sport. I already own a couple of them, and we already did a Clio Cup, so it's definitely not going to be one of them. I think I'm leaning a lot more towards that Alpine car. And what's the fucking FIA? That's nothing. That has nothing to do with that. Bugatti, I think we're going to have an issue with this one because there's only going to be supercars. And they are. They have the Veyron, and why don't they have the, what the fuck's it called? The Bugatti... the stock model of what this car is I'm looking at right now. What the fuck? They have the... I think it starts with a C. Why can't I remember that? Wow. Forgetting my car. So I think we're going to go with Alpine. Which apparently that's the way it's actually said. Which I was not aware of. Let's go look at that car. Where's our Alpine? It's also a lot more fun to say that way. I would assume the one I have is blue, and it is. Oh, she sounds old. And I fucking love old cars, too, so... Okay, so we don't even have enough horsepower to get to the thing yet, so we could... probably get this set up very easily. So I will work on this car for the next video. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click one of my previous, next, and related videos. And don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.